I think. Mr. Speaker, tonight I stand as a proud young man. I'm still young. Don't worry with a little gray hair. I stand as a proud young man to be given this opportunity to be the first Minister of Public Utilities and Aviation for Guyana. And before I start picking fight, and I intend to pick fight, I want to thank my team from the Ministry of Public Utilities and all of the agencies in aviation, the entire sector. I know there are some from the private sector here, from the Private Sector Commission, from the Aircraft Owners Association. Some of the members are here. I also know that there are about 8 or 9 women from Region 2, Region 5, who are employed with the solar projects that we have built in the past couple of months. Well, Mr. Speaker, I want to first blame the PNC couple for that presentation. They are the reasons why we got to listen to that. Ganesh, Honorable Member, Jurita Finance, and the man who just get up. What's the name again? Sheriff Duncan. I blame all of them for we just heard. I beg you for 2 Tylenol because I was getting headache at the back there. Mr. Speaker, but I want to first bring your attention to this schedule that is given to us here in Parliament with the speakers. And the Honorable Dr. Todd, a man I grew up with in Freedom Hoop, came and say the numbers doesn't matter, the 12 doesn't matter. Mr. Speaker, it does matter, because he get 15 minutes to speak. My pal who enjoy 30 plus 5 get 15 minutes to speak. Jurita Finance, my friend who used to speak, 15 minutes to speak. And the rest of it, even the new man in town, Terence Campbell, the Honorable Member, leader for that side, 15 minutes to speak. Then, Mr. Speaker, the numbers matter because they ain't got no chief whip. Mr. Speaker, the numbers matter because I don't know which committee they're sitting on. You see, they don't get it rolled up already. It matters. It matters, and the youngling who came and gave his first maiden speech should have known that it matters. It matters. So, I'll come back to this document just now. But, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to bring that to the attention. The other thing, Mr. Speaker, I want to bring this document, I lay it over. This is 𝐃𝐄𝐁𝐃𝐄𝐁 election declaration for the final results. Yes. Mr. Speaker, I want to put this on record. The People's Progressive Party Civic got 242,497 votes, the largest vote accumulation in the history of democratic elections in Guyana. The next party that came after that got 109,075 votes, a far cry. So when Mr. Todd comes to this house and says that it wasn't free and fair, oh, this man, like, you don't check simple numbers, man. The margin is unassailable. It is unassailable. You can't, man, which tomb you broke out of? Go back in the tomb you broke out of. Mr. Speaker, this document here is 𝐃𝐿's final document, and it shows an unassailable lead. I'll come back to it just now when I get to Mr. Amanza Desir, who never seems to be around when she speaks. But let me start with Sheriff Duncan guy. These people, Mr. Speaker, there's a term. I'm going to come back to he then just now. Who is in the house? Vishnu Pandey. I'm going to pick a fight with them before I go into my thing. Miss Honorable Vishnu Pandey, a young man, 71 years old, I think, who came into this house and talked about agriculture. And the Honorable Zulfi Mustafa defended, and I think that the Minister Vikash did excellent. But I have a simple picture, and I want to demonstrate something. This is a picture of my garden, Mr. Speaker. No, is in my garden. It's some bhaji and some balanja and some other things. In the garden. My daughter took it out to send it to me. A 76-year-old gardener that I have employed, nice man, he normally plants this and it grows and it bears. And I saw this thing. My daughter took it out to send it to me. I saw it, and when she sent it to me, they cooked some bhaji yesterday, Mr. Speaker. And when she sent it to me, I remember this gentleman. I remember this gentleman because he was the agriculture director for 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐄𝐁. And the Honorable Minister said here, when he spoke, that when this gentleman left 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐄𝐁, production went up by 20%. So either the gentleman is blighted or he had a barakat. Got to be one. It has to be one. He had a barakat. Mr. Speaker, I'm gonna now turn to Amanza Walton Desir, who spoke and went away. But I want to deal with her specifically. And I come back to this document. Where is it? Our votes for FGM is 4,332 as a vote. And the Harry quota per seat in this assembly is 6,746 votes. So she did not get enough for one seat. The honorable member came and spoke here yesterday and behaved like she's the paragon of virtue. But I will tell you, as the paragon of virtue, but I will tell you, let me tell you, and I'm going to deal with our matters. Mr. Speaker, this is a news article that I have. I'm going to lay it over to. She was dismissed from the Civil Aviation Authority. Mr. Speaker, in 2020 March, when we had the problems with the election, Ms. Desir did not show up to work for 5 long months during the interregnum. I call it an interregnum because we were moving, transitioning in government. She did not show up to work and was paid. Mr. Speaker, from March to July, so why the rest of the people show up to work? She was a leech on the state and she was dismissed for it. This is it. And her personnel file proved that. And she comes and speaks here like if she is, as I said, the paragon of virtue, some intellectual tower on aviation. I'll get back to her later in my speech. Yes. Mr. Speaker, I also want to talk about some of the other things she said, but when I come back to aviation, I'll deal with that. Mr. Speaker, I hear the heckling of my friend Terence Campbell, and I hear the speeches of the PNC. I'll come to this group one just now. I heard it from Mahipal, I heard it from the all honorable people by parliamentary convention, Mahipal and Vince Roy Jordan. And they spoke about 58% of Guyanese in poverty, and they quote a report. Mr. Speaker, this report they quoted. I printed it because I intend to hand it over to you. Mr. Speaker, this report was published in November of 2024. And in the report, it had those numbers. What the report had in the back here, on this page, 41, is that the data was taken from 2016 to 2018. And I will hand it over to you. Mr. Speaker, I found Jesus Christ when I was 11 years old. I found Jesus Christ when I was 11 years. And in the Bible, it says that the poor will always be with you. If we expect Guyana not to have poor people, then you're calling God a liar. And I don't intend to call God a liar. But this report was taken from there. This is it. I highlighted it, and I will give you it just now. But I go back into the coffin where you call out of. Mr. Speaker, this report has information when the PNC and AFC was in government. Then COVID-19 kicked in from 2019 to 2020 and then 2021. Up to now, there are industries that can't recover from COVID. So the recovery for COVID took years in a step graduation process in various sectors across the globe. Everybody suffered this. This report says 200 million people is in poverty in 80 nations. 200 million. We are not an exception. But what we do with it, I'll come to it in the budget and show you what we are doing with dealing with the poor. Why you give out the whole of linen to Azzuddin Mohammed. Shut your mouth. Mr. Speaker, I want to lay this down. I want to list this a list of documents I want to hand over to you. May I do so, sir? Because I intend to do it.
Two things, honorable member. You're going great, but the word you used before, you said you're going.
Which
right?
word I use?
Secondly, I've already submitted a digital copy of the IDB report to the clerk
Okay.
2 seconds ago, and you could send those.
Well, let me
And
give
anyone who wants to submit stuff, I would love to have them in digital form.
I'll send it, but I printed it for you. So
Yes,
what do I do?
please. Yes. It's already uploaded.
No, this is a different report. Send the recent one digital. I want to point these out to you and I will send them over. These are a list of agencies across this country. This is public statement. Nobody had to sign them. Public statements by agencies across this country that says, I'll go to you. The first one on the Private Sector Commission of Guyana issued a statement about this budget. 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐆𝐄 Chamber of Commerce and Industry, some of them here, over 1,000 companies in that agencies issued a positive statement on the budget. Guyana Jewelers Association, Small Miners Association, Guyana Football Federation, Guyana Boxing Association, Guyana Manufacturers and Services Association, Guyana Gold and Diamond Miners Association, Insurance Association of Guyana, Shipping Association of Guyana, Aviation Operators Association of Guyana, CIOG and MYO, Women's Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Guyana, Bobby's Chamber of Commerce and Development Association, Guyana Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation, and Tourism Authority Association. These are just some. And every single one of these institutions says that this budget did something for them. The only set of people that cost this budget is this bunch of sour grapes that we have in this house. This bunch of sour grapes that we have in this house. Sour grapes. Mr. Speaker, I'll tell you, Mr. Speaker, one of them went and spoke about this budget. And they went to this budget and they say we are carrying up debt. The debt figure. Mr. Speaker, the debt figure here, I recorded it. The debt figure here, the interest payment on debt is 73 billion. It is about 5.5% of the total expenditure. Where is this huge debt that they talk about? It's none. Mr. Speaker, Dr. Campbell will come after me and speak. And before we speak and distort the facts, I want to put it up on record. This is the budget of 2026. In this page here, page 2, and on page 3, $495 billion from the Natural Resource Fund. It is here. This is what is taken to fund as part of the revenue structure of the country to fund this budget of 1.5 trillion. It is 31.7% of the total budget. 1/3. That is the Jewish law. The Jewish work by this 1/3 in cash, 1/3 in working capital, and 1/3 in hard assets, so that your business can turn. Same with countries. And then they say that we are abusing the fund. There's no abuse in the fund. Then they go and they quote that very document that I show you and talk about poverty. So you're damn if you do and you're damn if you don't spend. That is the philosophy. So they cost you on one hand and say you're spending the money, and then they cost you on the other hand and say the country have a lot of poor people. You're damn if you do and damn if you don't. So that we might as well, Mr. Speaker, spend on the areas that we prioritize based on the manifesto. And to tell the gentleman who said a manifesto, spoke about the PPP manifesto, the PPP manifesto came from the ground. We went on the ground. People heard us. They tell us what they want, and what they tell us what we want, where's what we put in the budget. Mr. Speaker, look, they say they don't want this budget. Look, the Win Party, they got a lot of votes from Region 1. Region 1 have 14,490 students getting cash grant. The very parents will receive the money that voted for them. And they don't want to give some people from Region 1, I want y'all to hear me. They don't want to give you all these cash grants, the 100,000, 85,000. Region 7, you have 7,683 children from nursery, primary, and secondary. This budget have cash grant for them. The whole list of them on the speaker's list, from the PNC side and the Win side, said they don't like the budget. This is what the budget does. This is poor people. Region 8, 8,817 children. Their parents will get that money. Region 9, 10,820. And then Region 10, that Mr. Sharma Solomon make sure that the Win Party win and you get kicked out. Region 10 people, they also getting the cash grant, and you come into this house and say you don't want the budget. You go back at the Region 10 people, if you're hearing me, Mr. Sharma said this budget doesn't have nothing for them, but it does have cash grant for them. It has every other thing that every other region has to offer, is offered to Region 10 too. Mr. Speaker, somebody came to this house and said, one of those on the opposition side, that people in Guyana got to work for $1,400 Guyana dollars a day. 6.85 US or something like that. From the very report, Mr. Speaker, this document here is from the Ministry of Labor. This document says the daily minimum wage in the private sector is $2,776. Nobody, if they could find one person that actually works for $1,400, bring them to me, man. I can find a job for them. Anybody who find doing that, don't come to this house and mislead the country. The public sector minimum wage is about over $100,000. This is private sector one. The public sector one is even higher. So they come to this house and they mislead this house. Mr. Speaker, I want to now come back to the Honorable Walton Desir and our speech in Parliament. Mr. Speaker, she on the floor, she said that the helicopter report must be released. The helicopter crash report must be released. And she said in this very house that we are breaching the International Civil Aviation Organization laws or codes, which one ever showed, Annex 13. Mr. Speaker, I just want to inform this house that she is woefully wrong with this matter. And criticism is okay. Criticism might be fine, but do not come into the Parliament and try to mislead the country for cheap political points, and not stay here when the response comes. Mr. Speaker, the flight operation at the time when it happened, it was a military operation. I repeat, it was a military operation. It was not a civilian flight. Annex 13 of ICAO speaks the disclosure of flights that are civil in nature. When you have a flight that is under the state control, listen, you're going to learn something, boy. When you have a flight that is controlled by the army or the state, it is governed by the Chicago Convention. It is governed by the Chicago Convention, and it says, and I read, aircraft used in military, customs, and police services shall be deemed state aircraft. And because of this, which country that has military operation disclose to the public about when you have incidents or accidents? Find the country. It is a military operation within the virtue of the National Security Board. I am saying to you, she is saying, and she is wrong. And I'm saying to you that the article that governs this is the Chicago Convention. And I'm saying to you that it's placed the operation in a military setting, and because of that, it is a national security issue. And it is exempted by virtue of that. I move on her. Huh? Mr. Speaker, I come back to the Honorable Sherrod Duncan in his remarks. He left, and that is their usual style. They left whenever they speak. But, Mr. Speaker, he said that we take planes from Moruca to go to Cuivana. Mr. Speaker, I checked, and I checked, and I checked, because I remember driving on that road with Sarah, the Honorable Minister now. Before she was the Minister, we drove that road some 30 kilometers, and we didn't see any airstrip at Cuivana. The airstrip in Cuivana was decommissioned since 2007, Honorable Cole. Since 2007, so when is it that anybody from this side of the house took a flight from Moruca to go to Cuivana and came to this parliament a few days ago and said it to mislead the public? There is no airstrip there. What is there? There was a digital tower. A digital tower is there, Mr. Speaker. So these gentlemen come into this house and mislead this country. Nobody here flies with that. Mr. Speaker, he spoke about the Paruma airstrip, and the folks in Wynn, they talk about it. Paruma airstrip had its problem. I went there when I was appointed Minister of Aviation, and we fixed it. And I went there, and I opened it, and I went there, and I landed planes on it, and it continued to have planes. And the Technam lands. Mr. Speaker, these people come to this house, and it's because of this attitude. Mr. Speaker, I might be able to softly point out something to you, sir. I think that you do the APNU coalition a favor. No, a favor. Mr. Speaker, I think that if you didn't spread them out, all of them could have fit in the front bench here. They look plenty, but a little. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I blame them for that crew over there. I blame the Honorable Jurita Finance that when she all her thing in Bartica, I see 3 people and 3 dark showed up to the rally. I love Jurita. She's fiery, but nobody don't like them. Now, let's go over to this one side, to the win team. I've had abused y'all, man. Yeah, thing. Mr. Speaker, to the win party. Mr. Speaker, in 2 months, I did 110 meetings in Region 2 and Region 3. And in Region 2 and Region 3, all the platform I've been on, and I saw everybody there. Everybody there. Y'all can't go nowhere. Nobody don't like y'all. You have to pick up your banner and walk home back. Nobody showed up to the meeting. Stop it. The win people there, Mr. Speaker. The party is led by the Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Arsuddin Mohammed. And every single one of their MP that showed up there, they cast aside this budget. They don't want this budget. The opposition leader himself said his budget ain't on for you. That's what we tell the people. Let me tell you. Let me tell this country and everybody that's listening and give a damn what does budget have inside for them. Where's the page? Where's the page?
As you look for the page, I'm again seeking you to stay parliamentary. You just use another word and you've been continually saying but misleading the nation.
Oh.
Right.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Speaker, I point to page 490 to 491 to 492 and 3. Local submit details of subsidies and contribution to local organizations. They said it's budgeting on for poor people. I will say what is budgeted for poor people. First thing, on hinterland electrification, Mr. Solomon, Honorable Solomon, you go back and tell the people of Linden that the budget have $4.7 billion for cheap electricity, that you come here and say that you don't want to approve. They pay $5 per kilowatt hour, and then they pay $12 per kilowatt hour, and $4.7 billion allocated for the people of Linden and the people of Wynn, who all of them who come here and say they don't want this budget. Go back and tell the people who voted for y'all, you're approving it. Mr. Speaker, it has here Let Them Power Company, the people in Let Them, all of the international folks up there, money's in this budget for the power. Mr. Speaker, they have in here Maria Power Company, money in here for the power that they get there. Go and tell the people of Mario who vote for some of y'all that y'all not approving it. Go and tell them, Mr. Speaker, Mamaruma, Matthews Ridge, Maruka, Port Kaituma, all of these places, $7.5 billion of money goes there to make sure they have electricity. And you come here and you said that we don't like this budget. Mr. Speaker, turn in the page. Hold on, they said they're going for poor people in this budget. Social services, $192 million. Let me tell you who these monies are going to. These monies are going to Archer's Home, the Dharamsala, Vikashram Kisoon. Who did the Dharamsala, rich people? Who did the Dharamsala? Look where. They said Good Samaritan Home. They said Guyana Society for the Blind. All of them have monies in this budget for them. They said legal aid, Linden legal aid, helping poor people in the legal services. They got the elderly, the National Commission of the Elderly, Red Thread. Who said to them? Women, Guyana Association of Professional Social Workers, child care. They got Saineva Shelter for abused children. They got Canaan Home, Cornelia Ida Children's Home, Haruni Girls Home, Hope Children's Home, Joshua Orphanage, Rumville Children's Home, Save Our Kids, Shy Boys and all. Is that our poor people? I can continue on the next page on the youth, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Girls Guide, Red Cross, young men in Christian Association, young women in Christian. These are poor people. These not poor people. This budget got things for everybody inside. You just come here to mislead. I will mislead again. You just come in here to tell things that are not truthful. Mr. Speaker, the young lady just now, I will not even respond to. Nothing that she said. All to say that she wasted 35 minutes that she could have used during the Committee of Supply and to interrogate the estimates. Those are questions for interrogation in the estimates. They are not debate. Mr. Speaker, those are just some of the things.
Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Sir, standing order 41, the honorable member said that Red Thread has money.
Oh, sorry, that one was zero.
Red Thread has $0.
That one was zero. That's the only thing you find? I highlighted it. It just skipped my eye. Sit on back. Mr. Speaker, I want to go back. I want to go back to the philosophy of these opposition people in this party. Here, I have a lot of respect for Mr. Terence Campbell. As a businessman, as a businessman, you gotta get respect for people because it's hard in business. But it gone. It gone for the past couple of years. I sat there and I heard him idolizing the former party founder, Fabs Burnham. He said so. I remember, I grew up poor. I used to starve. They had footwear to wear. And you sit there and do that. You lost me, man. You lost me. You lost me there, man. The philosophy of the PNC group in this house and the WIN group in this house, the collective wisdom can't amount to the least of us on this corner. Cannot amount to the least of us on this corner. Mr. Speaker, I say to you that this country is on a trajectory. You know, when investors come in this country, one man come and said to me, Minister, Guyana seems to be the most sexiest girl in the room. Everybody wants a part of it. Because it is showing up in the numbers. Everywhere. Economic growth. Honorable AG, Every metric is on the rise. Every sector is on the rise. Everything, and yet you find that the opposition, this bunch of sour grapes, won't come here and say this budgeting and nothing for them. Mr. Speaker, I move on. I move on to the private sector. And I want to say something about the private sector because nobody in the last 4 days have said the words private unless I hear it. You in essence. Mr. Speaker, the manufacturers in this country will benefit. They will benefit, and you see them benefiting. They issued a statement. They gone up by 24%, 6% and 26.5% respectively between other manufacturing, rice and sugar. Manufacturing is the heart of this country. If you don't manufacture, you have to import. And once you import the inflation from the other countries. So that is what we have to do, build manufacturing. That is why we are investing in this country. Mr. Speaker, I say to you that Guyana is moving to places. The problem is because it's moving with us as in the People's Progressive Party. The rest of them have a problem with it. They have a problem with it. But I will take the time to show you this sector, the things that we are doing to move this country forward. In my hands, I'll start with power generation and energy. Three RFPs. No, I ain't come there yet. The first one is a Guyana gas bottling logistics. This year is for 3,020 pound gas bottle. We got out to RFP for this already. We're going to manufacture our own gas, plus the bottle in Guyana. Mr. Speaker, you want to talk about progress? In this budget, we have put out an RFP. This one here is for fertilizer. Mr. Speaker, those who don't know, natural gas, 70% of natural gas to 90% of it is feedstock to manufacture fertilizer. We have gone out to an RFP. This RFP is for a plant to produce 300,000 tons per annum so that we can help our farmers, cutting costs, making sure that greens and the other thing go to the market at a cheaper price. Mr. Speaker, another one, Amelia Falls, they knock it down. This year's renewable energy, 165 megawatts, we will make it a reality. We got out with it. Mr. Speaker, the problem with the opposition now and the ones before is that they got $1,000 mentality. They don't understand big projects. They can't conjure big projects and they certainly cannot implement it. Mr. Speaker, somebody talk about jobs. We have created in this country in the last 5 years, according to the Minister of Labour. And this year is another one. I brought it. This is the aviation sector who normally have all of the jobs. We got to go to a job fair to get people to do ground handling at the Timeri Airport, Chedijagan Airport. We had to go down and get all kind of thing, engineers, plumbers, electricians, cargo agents, ramp attendants, admin officers, custodian, groomers, aviation security people, customer service, duty-free team members, specialists, all of these things. And then somebody saying that they're working $1,400. Who y'all come to fool, man? Mr. Speaker, I hope you bring 2 black folk. Kwame, don't come to me, I abuse back. I'm sorry. Mr. Speaker, the Civil Aviation Authority this year, who would have thought in this country that we have to move the control tower from where it is to move it on the other side because they have space to park planes? Who would have thought that? This year, we have 800 million to move that. That is what we're doing, and another 100 million to make sure we train our own pilots and everybody that is on an aircraft, those on the ground as well. Engineers to do mainframe and engine repairs, all of them we are creating a school. That is why we plan, that is how we move this country forward, that is development. And if anybody wants a job in the sector, we're looking for people. Mr. Speaker, I wouldn't even talk about my run. I think the MP, Tandai McAllister, hit it out the park. I would not even speak about it. Able with the eloquence and hit it out of the park. The only thing that I will say is that we will be dredging the Demerara River, and we have an allocation of $6.3 billion. Mr. Speaker, here's a problem in this country.
Here is some information. You'll get 5 minutes to conclude.
Thank you, sir. Let me tell you what's happening in this country. The siltation rate is filling back the river where we dredge. So we have to make sure we keep it dredged, and we can get bigger ships in here, bigger fuel ships, cargo ships, so that the unit freight in the country can drop, thereby making sure that all of the goods that we bring in the country, the prices are dropped, including fuel for the power companies, fuel that we sell back to cars and the private sector. If we dredge deeper, we can have bigger cargo ship. It cuts down the unit cost of freight. Then, by that, reduce freight for everybody in the country. That is what we are spending our money. That is our priority. And we are spending $6.3 billion in that. Mr. Speaker, 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐄𝐁 International Airport, this thick document is just a summary of the projects we're doing. I can't even talk about plenty of them. Just a summary of it. But just to tell you, is that because we have started with 4 airlines in 2020, and now we have 16 airlines. Planes coming from everywhere. The current capacity that we have outgrown it. And because of that, we have to build a 150,000 square feet facility to accommodate a new terminal. Because the country is growing, the projection of visitors are growing, and we have to accommodate that. I can't even speak further what the amount of things we are doing at that 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐄𝐁 International Airport. In 2026, Mr. Speaker, they say we don't have nothing in the budget for poor people. We have $4 billion for hinterland airstrips. I'm coming to that. For Madia, for Linden, and for Mabaruma. We don't need Mr. Sherrod Duncan, the honorable member, to tell us we need to build Mabaruma. We had Mabaruma on the cards long now. We don't put this budget since last year to do Mabaruma. $4 billion is in the budget to do it. But I'll say this to you and for everybody who's listening. The president has committed to look at 35 additional airstrips. So if you're living in Mabaruma, we'll build your airstrip. But if you're looking at Port Kaituma, we'll look at that one too. We're looking at Yakasari. We're looking at Orinduk, Chinapao, Kopinang, Monkey Mountain, Corocabaru, Keto, Maikwak, Yorong Paru, Ayangana, Cam Jaguar, Apoteri, Guns. You heard Priya Manichan talk about another name? The place named Guns. The airstrip is in the middle of the village. Honorable Member Priya Manichan. Mr. Speaker, we're going to extend Gary Beaton Aerodrome. We're going to make sure Kamarang is finished. Waramadong, Arau. I ain't done yet. Puruni, Chinawing. Somebody mentioned Chinawing. Chinawing already. How long do I have? Chinawing. Korapong, Imbaimaday, Chai Chai, Olive Creek, Ikeriku, Hicks Mine, Toraparu, Anoku. Those are another 35. I can't even start. I can't even go to energy. I can't even go to energy just to say that GPL and GWI, GPL and GWI, we will continue to build out our backbone. We will finish the gas to energy project. By the end of 2026, we will have 228 megawatts coming from Wales, dispatched across the country, so we can cut electricity by half. Mr. Speaker, we are building the backbone of GPL infrastructure so that we don't have blackouts and excavators knocking down things. Mr. Speaker, in the water sector, water is life. They cost about water in the water sector. We have a lot of monies to deal with surface water treatment plant in this year, where we're not going down into the aquifer. Although we'll do it, we'll make sure that we do it in a sustainable way. But we'll start doing groundwater treatment plants at Stewartville and at LBI. We'll be making sure we have 100% access in the hinterland community because we have monies in the budget to do that work. Mr. Speaker, I will have to bring this presentation to an end because I want to give a little more information, but I will do it in the Committee of Supply. But I want to say that this budget represents, this budget represents a second wave of development in Guyana. And get on board, and let's move this country forward and upward. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
very much, Honorable Minister Deodat Indar.